The recent phone conversation between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Donald Trump has injected a rare dose of optimism into the international community. U.S. stocks also reflected this optimism by edging higher, echoing a familiar pattern. When the world's two largest economies engage in dialogue rather than confrontation, the world breathes easier. During the call, the two leaders addressed mutual concerns. President Xi raised issues such as the revocation of Chinese students' visas and the U.S. blockade on China's high-tech growth. Trump expressed concerns about the rare earth supply chains. While the conversation did not yield immediate resolutions, it marked an important step toward managing differences through dialogue, as negotiation teams from both countries will resume a new round of discussion. This exchange follows the spirit of the Geneva Consensus, which previously helped pause the damaging trade war. In its aftermath, the U.S. agreed to reduce punitive tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to about 30%. That move wasn't just about economics, it reflected the reality that decoupling is not only unrealistic, but harmful to both sides. The US and China are economically interdependent, whether Washington admits it or disregards it. Rather than resorting to tariffs and containment strategies, the US should acknowledge China's continued rise and focus on peaceful coexistence. Attempts to suppress China's growth are counterproductive and risk global instability. Cooperation, not confrontation, remains the only viable path forward. The two countries have shown before what's possible when they work together, whether in combating the spread of Ebola or jointly tackling climate change. The potential for shared leadership on global challenges remains vast. But to unlock that potential, Washington must approach the relationship with maturity and responsibility. It must respect China's core interests, particularly on the Taiwan question, and avoid actions that embolden separatist forces. Managing this issue with prudence is critical to avoid miscalculations that could lead to conflict. In the end, the Xi-Trump call is reminding the world of a simple truth. When China and the U.S. communicate, the world becomes more stable. If Washington can set aside rivalry and embrace cooperation, both countries and the international community stand to gain far more than they would from any zero-sum game.